bashing none with a hook and heel type shit. HBB, baby, let's go. Took a fall in the night, still dying a day. Twisted minds like a live grenade. Seen that fallout, violent games. Enough of this talk and my mind has changed. Slipped up once, say I'm addicted. Suicide bloodlines, I'm no different. Fuck out of loss, no trust and commitment. She just want love, I ain't one to be simping. Jesse and Jane gotta move that age. Bonnie and Clyde, get the fuck out the way. Bands wanna fuck, I don't do no dates. Flashing her tits for a flash of the fame. Ran through cars for spare change. Now my bedside holding my spare chains. Still trust no bitch, I got dead taste. Cause I seen how they left for the decade. None of these cunts are solid, brother. Anybody listening, they ain't no motherfucker you can trust. Stick with your day ones on everything. It's all about a shit show, eh? Let me tell them a day in the life. Came from a place where I broken poor. Got my matter once I broke the law. Still not sorry, it was that or the morgue. Ran through brothels broad day with a sword. Cocaine shorty wanna ride like it's gang. Southside famous, I guess you might say. Driving this freight, running sirens again. Driving with weight, running sirens again. Snorting this K off a pretty bitch waist. Saying she loves me, well what's my name? Knows my stats but I know my aim. Knows my raps but he's hoping it's fake. I wanna get high while I spin my vinyls. Fucked in the head and I'm still suicidal. Red Sea and Biff made a wave that's tidal. Southside Kings, yeah, we claim that title. What are you done? Bitches. Wait, chop us another line, brother. A fat one like Adele in 2014. Rolling the deep type shit. About to get real fucking weird on this. Still run a train on it, but hey. Fucking and on with a dead dad's dick. Did he just say that? Yeah, he did. Jesus Christ, get him put on the spit. And get him put on my dick. Came from the flats, that's trauma and pins. Gay when they rap on the awkwardest shit. Strange how they act, they don't bore, they a bitch. Cages and traps through a door, didn't snitch. Came from the gutter and I brought that with me. Lifted bitch through the gong out of Sydney. Real life G, gotta whip that Britney. Fuck with my flow, get stabbed through the kidney. Took that L, but your shotgun missed me. I dropped that cash box, ran not sprinting. Still grown man trying to beef over bitches. Beefy flaps, getting clapped in the kitchen, stinking. Fuck out of here with that smelly flange type shit. $20 only fans type. It's like Chinese food on a bat fucking telegraph pole type shit. And faggots still hit that. It's that bashing none with a hook and heel type shit. HBB, baby, let's go. Took a fall in the night, still dying a day. Twisted minds like a live grenade. Seen that fallout, violent games. Enough of this talk and my mind has changed. Slipped up once, say I'm addicted. Suicide bloodlines, I'm no different. Fuck out of loss, no trust and commitment. She just want love, I ain't one to be simping. Jesse and Jane gotta move that age. Bonnie and Clyde, get the fuck out the way. Bands wanna fuck, I don't do no dates. Flashing her tits for a flash of the fame. Ran through cars for spare change. Now my bedside holding my spare chains. Still trust no bitch, I got dead taste. Cause I seen how they left when the decade. None of these cunts are solid, brother. Anybody listening, they ain't no motherfucker you can trust. Stick with your day ones on everything. It's all about a shit show, eh? Let me tell them a day in the life. Came from a place where I broken poor. Got my matter once I broke the law. Still not sorry, it was that or the morgue. Ran through brothels broad day with a sword. Cocaine shorty wanna ride like it's gang. Southside famous, I guess you might say. Driving this freight, running sirens again. Driving with weight, running sirens again. Snorting this K off a pretty bitch waist. Saying she loves me, well what's my name? Knows my stats but I know my aim. Knows my raps but he's hoping it's fake. I wanna get high while I spin my vinyls. Fucked in the head and I'm still suicidal. Red Sea and Biff made a wave that's tidal. Southside Kings, yeah, we claim that title. What are you done? Bitches. Wait, chop us another line, brother. A fat one like Adele in 2014. Rolling the deep type shit. About to get real fucking weird on this. Still run a train on it, but hey. Fucking and on with a dead dad's dick. Did he just say that? Yeah, he did. Jesus Christ, get him put on the spit. And get him put on my dick. Came from the flats, that's trauma and pins. Gay when they rap on the awkwardest shit. Strange how they act, they don't bore, they a bitch. Cages and traps through a door, didn't snitch. Came from from the gutter and I brought that with me. Lifted beats through the gong out of Sydney. Real life G, gotta whip that Britney. Fuck my flow, get stabbed through the kidney. Took that L, but your shotgun missed me. I dropped that cash box, ran off sprinting. Still grown man trying to beef over bitches. Beefy flaps, getting clapped in the kitchen, stinking. Fuck out of here with that smelly flange type shit. $20 only fans type. It's like Chinese food on a bat fucking telegraph pole type shit. And faggots still hit that. Any rapper out there with a problem, fuck you.
There's a sound that's haunting my dream. Like in the distance, and I don't know what it means. Am I afraid to leave alone? That nobody will know is dead and died.
Big C made a banger.
Take you on a journey just to show you what we lived. Show you all the pain that we seen when we were kids. Old shoes, no shirts, we were sleeping on a bridge. Late night in the flats with a mother eating bricks. Shooting up a dart and then go dancing with a sis. What a younger son starving, having epileptic fits. Seen it all before, lad, it's nothing new to sit. To think I could've saved him, man, makes me fucking sick. I seen children take their lives instead of serving in the clink. Fathers in the clinic tried to melt it in a fit. People cut her in the jump, so they cut up on his kids. Addiction had him stuck instead of cuddling his kids. Brother took his life, they had to cut him off a fence. There's no limit to the pain that when it made me into rents. Judge me on a beat, but trust I'm famous in the trench. Where kids go to docks and where dogs get sent. Tracking BPMs used to mean a different thing. How many bags in a minute can you sling? Underbelly misery, the weight of what we live. Faster duck a bullet just to land it on a shift. Tracking BPMs used to mean a different thing. How many bags in a minute can you sling? Underbelly misery, the weight of what we live. Faster duck a bullet just to land it on a shift. Now they saying I'm an angel, guessing heaven's full of sin. I ain't bad enough for hell, but I ain't good enough for him. Respected in the north, I'm respected up in Sid. I'm respected in the south, and I'm respected where I live. Rappers wanna diss me when they never been on trial. Never fought a war and seen the devil as he smiles. I've been shot at, I've been cut up, I'm a God-sent survival. You just smoke ice, cousin, call yourself an idol. Guessing I'm still lucky, lad, my brother's serving 9. Little dogs wanna talk, throw a bone, pick a side. All we got is dreams, so it's do it, do you die. Freddy Krueger with a Ruger, taking you out in the night. Driving with my dad while he's shooting in the back. I ain't talking about no guns, lad, I'm talking about crack. Reflect on old nights out of Strathfield Flats. Pain got me played, there's no arguing with stats. Tracking BPMs used to mean a different thing. How many bags in a minute can you sling? Underbelly misery, the weight of what we live. Faster duck a bullet just to land it on a shift. Tracking BPMs used to mean a different thing. How many bags in a minute can you sling? Underbelly myth. Faster duck a bullet just to land it on a shift. Bloodstained hands and the devil in my ear. I've been stuck for so long, lad, it's time to switch gears. Hurt for so long, just a kid and live in fear. Stealing credit cards just to go and get some gear. Nothing comes easy, even pain has a cost. We be living in a space where we raise it a rock. I got tats on my arm to show the pain that I'm on. And I'm moving at a pace that you're unable to stop. Been like 10 years, thinking better off in heaven. Talking about clubs, we ain't making 27. This ain't Eminem, but we pen it full of venom. Live with two options, do a starve or go and get it. 5 motherfuckers steady, ready to bop. They could take it to your place, straight machete your dog. They ain't know no better, so we let them like what? I said they ain't know no better, so we let them like what?
There's a sound that's haunting my dream.
Y Oral-B iO2 al
Not a bad guy. I didn't say you're a bad guy. I said you're a criminal.
Something wicked.
That's the difference. I've known good criminals and bad cops, bad priests, honorable thieves. You can be on one side of the law or the other. But if you make a deal with somebody, you keep your word.
That sadness in her eyes, a reflection of mine. They call me Reds now, even that has its price. Ones who wanna kill me never stood in the fire. Never held a dead body, picking funeral attire. I'll be going through hell, waiting pills in a prison. Some will call it karma and I fit the description. Life is much harder when you live in a system. Just a kid with a vision, turned devil's assistant. Brain so fried from what I used to the stress. You'd be the same if you knew where I'd stepped. Concrete jungle full of needles and meth. PTSD, someone's deep in my flesh. I don't care about the price, you can point me to the plug. Something wicked this way comes, little Retsy with a pump. One text to the code, now you haven't got a mum. Soft-hearted kid, take a look at what's become. Rappers try to beef with me cause they ain't got no relevance. They don't understand, I could kill them in their residence. Sever off their hands, then go leave them with the relatives. Live a nightmare, I'm the real Jack Skellington. Rappers try to beef with me cause they ain't got no relevance. They don't understand, I could kill them in their residence. Sever off their hands, then go leave them with the relatives. Live a nightmare, I'm the real Jack Skellington. Living with a sickness, imprisoned in addictions. Did it to myself, but I never had the wisdom. Time to check yourself, go and tell me who the victim. Doctor myself for the drugs in my system. Back doing crim shit, every day a mission. Jail green clothes never seemed so fitting. Prostitute city where I come from. Got enough bangs, we don't even need the drums on. Ready for the jump off, breaking down a bag, then it's fucked off. Dropped it to your slag, then I ducked off. Fuck off, rip 6 joints in the last week. I don't need a label, I'm funded by the dark streets. One so grimy, yeah, heavy driving fastly. Crime round here, lads, stretches so vastly. Something in the way, Cobain so ghastly. M was a good kid, he died in a car seat. Rappers try to beef with me cause they ain't got no relevance. They don't understand, I could kill them in their residence. Sever off their hands, then go leave them with the relatives. Live a nightmare, I'm the real Jack Skellington. Rappers try to beef with me cause they ain't got no relevance. They don't understand, I could kill them in their residence. Sever off their hands, then go leave them with the relatives. Live a nightmare, I'm the real Jack Skellington. Getting more close to being ghost than a human. Fake a happy smile, it's a lie I've been using. 10 out of the pack and I was cruising. Nothing more scary than a sober illusion. Only ever sober when I'm wasted. Hate that I can look into a mirror but can't face it. Metaphor basic, self-based hatred. Living nightmare, I got bones in the basement. I got something wicked itching within. I got something wicked down on my skin. Any rapper out there with a problem, fuck you. Talk behind my back, fuck you. And once more, fuck you. Late night kissing all the scars on her skin. Cocaine rock with a pearlescent tinge. She be traveling the world, I'll be stuck up in the sticks. Dirty pills, 3 lines, gonna fuck up how I spit. Should've walked away, never learned from the pain. Never learned from mistakes, still I'm running from a cage. Come up off the bottom, moving smack up off a train. If you're living now, I'm living, lad, you know it ain't safe. Your man's in a cell, he just waiting for the drop. Let me break it down, he just waiting for the rock. Gonna offload to the celly on the nod. And the celly ain't a phone, it's a custody in the pod. What? Bring it right back. Underbelly city, give a fuck about a fag. It was boom bap rap or go and send one at your dad. Let her come too far to do a mission for the trap. Rappers all actors, they only talk shit. Going doctor shopping, only time I read a script. Pop a couple pills, she doing lines off my dick. Either that's a joke or I'm really quite sick. Whatever way it goes, I don't care what you think. Why I rap sad for, don't step to what I've lived. All these faggots wanna burn me, they only burning pips. Seeing friends turn enemies from numbers on my vids. Insecure toy, think I'm fucking on his bitch. Insecure toy, think I'm fucking on his bitch. I brought heartbreak to Oz, then I marketed that. Rapping out of hotties that I started with that. Sleeping out on Rundle when they laughed at the lad. We were on the run, moving shards of the crack. Thinking of my life, I held half of it back like a master detached. Now they spark me on chats while I'm mastering rap, and I laugh at your trash. Hit 1 million views by next March, that's a fact. All these threats in the air, only march with their lads. People said it's love, now they target my back. Any rapper with a problem, brother, fuck you. True sitting and you burn when you're looking how it can't move. Haters face facts, you're only mad I outdone you. How you say you score when it's crosses in your vids. Lying to your fans that I'm honest when I spit. Had to break it down, that is why I'm gonna win. Needing pills on a fuckload cause I don't give a shit. Let that be the fuel for your petty little diss. With your missus in your house doing ketty with a pimp. With a rack so flat he took machetes to her tits. If you get mad, bro, the world of shoe fits. Give it 2 years, I'll be Sydney's new king. Give it 2 years, I'll be Sydney's new king, bitch. Any rapper with a problem, fuck you. And that's all I came to say. That's all I came to say. And buy my CD.
Αργυρό, πες καμιά ιδέα για γιορτινό τραπέζι.
Her eyes turn to stone while I'm shaking withdrawals. I've been doomed since the start and I can't fake it at all. I hit 1 million screams, then went back to the roar. She got plastic in her face, how she act in a court. Tell me does she love me, is she stupid or bored? It's hard to trust a soul when you've been in the war. I be fighting with myself every day, every thought. I'm an addict, you're a junkie, there's a difference, you whore. And I ain't gonna lie, I've been leaning on drugs. Cause ever since this mess, I've been needing a crutch. Just a bitch with a bullet, should've listened to blood. Now I'm spinning like a vinyl, how this shit has been spun. Crime is what I love, fuck, I wish that it weren't. I'm a gypsy on a spiral out, I'm feeling the curse. Lawyers reading lyrics, now I'm fearing my words. The way she set me up, like with sage that she burned. The way she sent me out, man, I swear that she Medusa. Way I wear her down, got me feeling like a user. She's an evil witch, doing spells turned to rumors. Broken wand of arrows, did I love her, am I stupid? The way she sent me out, man, I swear that she Medusa. Way I wear her down, got me feeling like a user. She an evil witch, doing wand of arrows, did I love her, am I stupid? Her beauty and her a chaos, only thing I've ever known. I looked her in the eyes, said I love her, turned to stone. Aching from these pills, feel them swerving in my bones. You seen me on the TV, now I'm sleeping in her home. Saved a couple lives, now they love me, I'm a joke. They don't see me on the crash out with a razor in my throat. Flirtatious with a sickness, playing games, throwing stones. Family been cursed through the years, cannot be broke. How it be a statement, she not stated, not a fact. Send the doggies at my door, heard them bark and kick them back. Her bitterness came easy when she looking like a rat. Bail money in my safe, you've been ran through, you're a slag. Been in and out of cages, bred of iron, talking prison. Talking 6 walls to the cage in my addiction. Sick of playing games with a pretty little victim. Take it as a diss or take it as some fiction. The way she sent me out, man, I swear that she Medusa. Way I wear her down, got me feeling like a user. She's an evil witch, doing spells, turned to rumors. Broken one of arrows, did I love her, am I stupid? The way she sent me out, man, I swear that she Medusa. Way I wear her down, got me feeling like a user. She an evil witch, doing spells, turned to rumors. Broken one of arrows, did I love her, am I stupid? Broken one of arrows, did I love her, am I stupid? Withdrawals. I've been doomed since the start and I can't fake it at all. I hit a million screams, then went back to the road. She got plastic in her face, how she act in a court. Tell me that she love me, is she stupid or bored? It's hard to trust a soul when you've been in the war. I be fighting with myself every day, every thought. I'm an addict or a junkie, there's a difference, you whore. And I ain't gonna lie, I've been leaning on drugs. Cause ever since this mess, I've been needing a crutch. Just a bitch with a bullet, should've listened to blood. Now I'm spinning like a vinyl, how this shit has been spun. Crime is what I love, fuck, I wish that it weren't. I'm a gypsy on a spiral out, I'm feeling the curse. Lawyers reading lyrics, now I'm fearing my words. The way she set me up, like with sage that she burned. The way she sent me out, man, I swear that she Medusa. Way I wear her down, got me feeling like a user. She's an evil witch, doing spells, turned to rumors. Broken one of arrows, did I love her, am I stupid? The way she sent me out, man, I swear that she Medusa. Way I wear her down, got me feeling like a user. She an evil witch, doing spells, turned to rumors. Broken one of arrows, did I love her, am I stupid? Her beauty and her chaos, only thing I've ever known. I looked her in the eyes, said I love her, turned to stone. Aching from these pills, feel them swerving in my bones. You seen me on the TV, now I'm sleeping in her home. Saved a couple lives, now they love me, I'm a joke. They don't see me on the crash out with a razor in my throat. Flirtatious with a sickness, playing games, throwing stones. Family been cursed through the years, cannot be broke. How it be a statement, she not stated, not a fact. Send the doggies at my door, heard them bark and kick them back. Her bitterness came easy when she looking like a rat. Bail money in my safe, you've been ran through, you're a slag. Been in and out of cages, bred of iron, talking prison. Talking 6 walls to the cage in my addiction. Sick of playing games with a pretty little victim. Take it as a diss or take it as some fiction. The way she sent me out, man, I swear that she Medusa. Way I wear her down, got me feeling like a user. She's an evil witch, doing spells, turned to rumors. Broken one of arrows, did I love her, am I stupid? The way she sent me out, man, I swear that she Medusa. Way I wear her down, got me feeling like a user. She an evil witch, doing spells, turned to rumors. Broken one of arrows, did I love her, am I stupid? Broken one of arrows, did I love her, am I stupid? They see me as a ticket lad, I'm trying to rise up, trying to make it through the dirt, trying to make it for my mum. It's fucked to comprehend that I got fans showing love. All the messages I get, mothers worried for their sons. Hard to give advice when it's to sleep, I'm eating drugs. How I keep so many sober got me feeling what the fuck. It all started in a car while I tick up in the park. Now 1,000 in a day, but don't you call it fucking luck. You ain't seen the pain I put in just to spit a fucking bar. Told my bro I'll be a star when we all used to starve. Too many in the morgue with a frosting like a shard. Doctor shopping, no prescription, she ain't seeing that I'm scarred. Used to trust the whole world, now I ain't even got a friend. Britney drank bleach, try and climb me, I ain't never been a step. So be careful how you move, cause you could cop one in the neck. When it comes to Aussie rap, there is none like me. I ain't talking about talent, there's just none like me. On the face of the pain, fuck I done it for free. Almost died for some cunts who wouldn't have done it for me. I made a movement out of dirt to come and fuck up your street. I got cunts in every state, shouting HBB. Went from sleeping on the floor to the highest of speeds. 5 grand off my art when it started as a dream.
5 grand off my art when it started as a dream. When it started as a dream, when it started as a dream. 5 grand off my art when it started as a dream. 5 grand off my art when it started as a dream. When it started as a dream, when it started as a dream. 5 grand off my art when it started as a dream.
Rappers hitting 30 so they see me as a threat, while I'm caught in past traumas that I drink to forget. Told the world half my story, I can never shed a rest. Write it with a pen and then can't get it off my chest. 14 linked to home just to have a fucking bed. Motor ins with my dad as he's shooting dots of meth. Overdosed in a bar flat, I really danced with death. I looked her in the eyes but I ain't never shook her hand. It's still Valium dreams, we taking 12 as the rest. Flashbacks, paddy wags, had me under arrest. Wanna hustle like curse, they just rap for the trend. Shout out to the fans who stopped me strapping my neck. Eating bricks every day, that wasn't part of the plan. Feel the jaws of my past, start to clamp where I stand. It's like I'm either depressed or I'm just breathing in death. I'm needing to rest, instead I bleed and reset. Cause they need what I said, and yeah they need me as reds. So I'ma be me as I deplete to my death. And I'll still stand tall like there's no reason to stress. Yeah, I still stand tall like there's no reason to stress.
Imagine being able to
Cause the son's on road and the daughter's off track, but that's the way that it goes. We pick our own path and watch it fade into smoke. Are you packing up a shot or tying faith in a rope? Her daddy wasn't there, she was raised on her own. People say they love her, she just does what she's shown. Only 50 for a point, still it's costing her home. All the battles in her head, it's something nobody knows. Hanging with the junkies, guess they made her a clone. She a sheep to the wolf, she ain't brave on her own. Breaking down zannies on a plate full of cold. See the hard times come, you gotta face them, you gold. She ain't brave enough to struggle when it's taking its toll. See her daddy shot crack, she was 8 years old. Tell me who's to blame for the waves in the boat. Is it junkies in the street or is it the one in her home? See we're raised at the bottom, this is real life shit. Cut them through our arms as the steel knife sinks. Outrun them from your bail, you ain't likely to slip. Pop a couple pills and try provide for your kids. See we're raised at the bottom, this is real life shit. Cut them through our arms as the steel knife sinks. Outrun them from your bail, you ain't likely to slip. Pop a couple pills and try provide for your kids. See this boy's getting cooked, then he's running from the cop lights. Daddy's in his jeans, getting sober, it's the wrong time. Bitches on his side, let's be honest, they the wrong type. Only hang around for the promise of the rock white. Born into a struggle, it ain't a choice he could make. His dad was a junkie and his uncle robbed banks. When you're coming from the bottom, all you really got is faith. Sometimes faith ain't enough, so he gets the crack and saves. He's been trapping through the days, it ain't a rap that he's made. Black lights shining, he just trying to tap a vein. Ran away from home cause it didn't feel safe. Only 16 years old and he's sleeping on the train. It's a fucked up world and there ain't no one left to blame. Sick of cold nights, you know when something gotta change. I wish he got better, that ain't the cards in the game. He took his own life with a needle full of age. They were raised at the bottom, this is real life shit. Cut him through our arms as the steel knife sinks. Outrun him from your bail, you ain't likely to slip. Pop a couple pills and try provide for your kids. See, we're raised at the bottom, this is real life shit. Cut him through our arms as the steel knife sinks. Outrun him from your bail, you ain't likely to slip. Pop a couple pills and try provide for your kids.
On and off. It started with weed at 13 years old, and it led me to having my 21st birthday. As a heroin addict in rehab, I spent my whole life growing up in housing commissions and surrounded by people battling addiction. This is my story. I grew up in the Sutherland Shire, Sydney, in housing commission. A lot of meth use. My neighbour was a drug dealer at the time. He no longer lives there. There was just a lot of problematic things. Dad wasn't around a whole lot, which, like, it's very typical to hear that these days, but it's still, like, had a massive impact on the way life would play out. I didn't meet him until later on in life, and I met him and learned all the wrong things. I can say all this now because it's all been dealt with, like selling meth, how to weigh ice, things like that, how to steal cars, just shit kids should never really have to ever experience. And that was what shaped me before really anything. That was my first glimpse into life, was being surrounded by crime everywhere. Like, all my neighbours constantly going to jail, coming back, or they're going on meth psychosis out the front. I was diagnosed with ASD, which is autism spectrum disorder, at 6 years old. So I was on Ritalin from 6 and got off it at about 12 because I wasn't eating, I was cutting my wrists, just dark shit. And then when I was 13 and got run over, I remember I crawled home because I'm kind of like, fuck help. I don't know why I'm like that. Maybe it's a pride thing. But I was like, fuck help. Like, fuck this, I can crawl home. 10 minutes up straight, I'll do it. So I'm there crawling home. I tore my calf in half, broke my wrist from how I landed. But I was given Valium at home to calm me down because of the autism. Because sometimes my emotions, where they should maybe sit at a 10, they'll sit at a 2. When they should maybe sit at a 2, they'll sit at a 10. And it's a very difficult thing to understand. And so I was given a Valium to try and calm me down because no one knew what was happening, because this is obviously, to a normal person, this is a 10. But in my life, that was more of like a 7. That was more of like a 7, but mentally processing that event, I couldn't speak to articulate what had happened. So everyone's like, I remember my mum crying because she told me she thought I got raped, because that kind of shit is common where we're from. And and then I had the Valium and it calmed me down, and that was the first time I felt peace in my entire life. So that was kind of where the drugs started. Was, if I could pin it back, it was that day, but I wasn't addicted instantly, and it was going to get a lot worse as I moved forward and got older. But it started that day at 13, getting hit and run. The weed didn't really, that was around there, but the weed wasn't the problem. The peace come with the pill. So how it got really bad was then we actually reconnected with my father, who was homeless. I'd never had much to do with him at all in my life. I'd seen him probably 3 times in my life. And I don't hate him, you know. I should, but it's water under the bridge. So I went there and we've moved in with him in Mortdale, which is a suburb near Sydney. That was fucking hell. Like, everyone warned me it was hell. I'll never forget the day I left. Mum's crying, warning me, don't go, it's not what you think. And I'm there like, nah, like, I don't know, I had something. I needed closure, maybe. And so I've moved in there, and we're in Link to Home actually before we got there, which is when you're homeless and you're finding housing, so they'll move you around. So we're staying in different motels, and I'll never forget. So I've just found my dad, he was homeless. We've figured out this plan, we'll go Link to Home, stick together. So we're in this motel, and the first night, like the very first night, and I shit you not, the first minute, all right, so this is a father, someone who in my eyes, even though I'm like the perception I have of fatherhood is skewed, even though I know this is fucked, is I've walked in the room, we haven't even unpacked anything, right, out of the 2 bags we had, and he's there injecting by the bathroom door under the light in his arm, and acted so nonchalant, and I was a pussy back then, way too scared to say anything. I just wanted my dad to love me, as sad as that is. And he's just there banging a shot, and like that was the start of really seeing it as a teenager and understanding what it was. But the first night was fine. I went to sleep as per usual, as you do, I guess. And every day he's injecting, and then they started leaving fits around. And his partner at the time, my stepmom, I guess you could call her, they're not married, but you know, addicts rarely make that point. She could never hit a vein. And so they used to have a lot of fights, domestics. over that because like fucking, and I'm a kid, so I'm like 16 hearing this shit, them arguing over sex and that, and like him wanting to fuck her, she didn't want it. And so in this petty tit for tat shit is he refused to inject her because she couldn't hit a vein herself. So there was a lot of DV, a lot of abuse, a lot of screaming. But then it come to a point where he would inject her, and they're doing it in public, like in the motel, we're sitting there. You got 2 beds, 2 single beds that we all had to share, and my partner at the time, Emerald, was with me. And they're there like full banging up ice and shit, melting it on spoons. And that's how I learned how you could melt down and like inject a drug. I lost all hope in life, really. Like I was on the verge of self-harm. I wanted to die. That's when I started eating Valium but didn't tell anyone. You know, I started eating heaps of it just to ease the anxiety. So I was stealing her meds. I was stealing them off everyone. One of the neighbours was a drug dealer at the time, as I mentioned earlier, so I was getting them off him, anyone I could. And I'm eating them, and because my tolerance is so cool, I'm seeming normal, no one's seeing a problem. And then one day I couldn't hack it, so probably one of the shittier things I've done in my life was I just packed my car, walked into my mum's house, got my shit. I moved back with mum after an incident at Mortdale where my dad attacked me in an ice psychosis. And he thought I was a police officer, even though I was 16. And he's tried to attack me, and it's resulted, unfortunately, and I'm not condoning violence here, but his partner and my partner got into an altercation. Me and him got into an altercation, and my partner cracked his partner across the skull with a baseball bat, split her head clean open. Police came, ambulance came, didn't speak to my dad since. And so then I moved back home to mum. And that's when I was with this girl, Kiara, and taking all these benzos. And that, looking back, in hindsight, that was probably my way of trying to stop from thinking of that. Because you see someone, it's easy to hear, oh, he got his head kicked in, or he got bladed, or he got split. But once you've been there and you hear that sound of like a metal bat cracking open a skull when you see all that shit, if you're a sane person, you don't just wake up the next day and not think of it. It lives with you. To this day, I know that sound. Like, it's that ping, you can't quite describe it. And then I've gone to a father figure of mine I've known for years, my whole life. He's been the dad I wanted, you know? Like, it was, if there's a burning building and my biological father's in it and this man's in it, I'm going for this man no matter what. And even to this day, I'll still go for this man against my own father, which is, just shows you how fucked it all is. But I asked him to get me some Ricodine, right? Because in this, I'd never had Ricodine before, but I'd had Xanax and all the other drugs. So I was like, everyone's telling me about this thing called lean. And I'm like, oh fuck, let's do it. And I asked him to get me Ricodine, and I just remembered I got Ricodine the other day. Like, so the day I came home, I got Ricodine, went again the second day, and then got refused it. So then I've asked him to get it. And then he's like, I can't do that for you, bro. It sounds weird and it's going to be terrible for your stomach, but I got something else, something better. And I was like, what? And he's like, heroin, like Harry, that's what he called it. And I was like, I don't have that much money. Like, I know 50 a point is the same for every drug, like ice, heroin, it's 50 a point. From the background of amphetamines, I was aware of the rough price scheme. And then he gave me a point for 20 bucks, which I see now was a fucked up way of reeling someone in, you know what I mean? And I went and he taught me how to smoke it off a foil. Just get the straw, you're gonna just crease up a foil, and I won't get into all the details. If you know, you know. This isn't a how-to. And then I needed more and had no money, and that kicked off a series of events which is just fucked, really. This is where it kind of gets darker. So we've got all this trauma that's happened before I was even an adult. And now I'm probably 19, I'm back at home, I'm 19. I'm 19 on heroin. Within a week, I probably spent $2,000 that I hustled off of all these people I knew. I started stealing shit, hawking it, selling it, stealing jewelry. I got charged with stealing $3,500 worth of media from JB Hi-Fi. and trading it at CEX Exchange. So I'm banned for life from trading there. That went through court, got fined, and got sent to rehab. Some people think it's sad for me to say that I had spent my 21st in rehab, but it was probably my best birthday since I was like 5. Because you're in a place where everyone loves you. And then it's sad because I got out of rehab and a few people are doing real good, real well, but a lot of them relapsed and they're back on it, and they message me. They know who I am now. And like from the music, I'm not hard to find. And they message me asking, how'd you do it? And the best advice, because I'm still sober now, it'll be 2 years in February, is I found something I loved more, and that was music. And so I was very, very, very fucking fortunate that when I come out of rehab, I knew there was a vinyl store in Wollongong that had shut down. I mean, in Thirroul. And I'd heard that it's a studio now. And I was like, So I've looked into that. Thirroul's not far. I used to live in Wollongong. I'm aware of the area. So I've moved back to Mum's, and I've messaged the owner, Fifth. So his name's Jake, but he just goes by Fifth. And everyone thinks it's like Fifth, but it's Fifth as in FITH, and it stands for fucked in the head. And once I knew that and we had a chat, we grew up seeing similar things. He's got his own story to tell. But we met up and got to work on music, and we did, I think, 2 EPs in like 3 months. So that's like short albums. Then I met Flows. A lot of people watching this will understand and know who Flows is. Did a few songs there, and music kept me sober, you know? Like and I understand a lot of people have it a lot worse, and it's hard. It's a battle every day. Like, I don't ever miss the twisted shit of seeing all that, but I miss the feeling. I'd be lying to sit here and say I don't miss heroin. Sometimes when things hit hard, I do miss it, but I understand that every single person in the world, regardless of where you've come from, whether you've had it worse, whether you've had the best life, we all have a tendency to at times feel alone, like we have no one or nothing. And so if anyone watching this video is struggling with addiction, my best advice is you always have at least one person. Whether you know it or not, you just got to find them. You have one person. And my best advice to stay sober is to find one thing you love more than the drug. And I have my little sister who looks up to me like a god. And I have my mother, music, and I've got Kiara, who's the only person that's not blood related that is in my circle, and my music team, you know? Well, to be honest, the biggest lessons I've learned through the bad shit I've experienced it's a hard one to answer, because I've learned that I have a weird way of phrasing things and perceiving things, but I've kind of learned that you have a lot more control of the environment around you than you think, you know? And I've learned that this is something that someone once said to me, which stands true. And it's not that smart, it's not that deep, but it's just because they smile doesn't mean they're your friend. And I think anyone going through addiction or anyone who's lived in a similar thing should know that. And that everyone, I've learned that everyone deserves to live happy. And I've learned that with addiction, it's a lot of broken people, a lot of society. I'm at odds with most of the world. I feel like a lot of society looks down on addicts, but addiction doesn't discriminate. I've seen kids in rehab. I saw kids from every different walk of life in there. It can fall, and you know, maybe that's not the best answer, but that's all I can think of, you know, like, is to just be very cautious of who's around you, appreciate who is there. Mum was my anchor and my rock, and I didn't see that until I was sitting in a fucking detox unit, locked in a room, shitting myself, withdrawn from heroin, like, with nothing but a photo of her and some books about Chopper Reed and Spaniard. Shout out Spaniard. The way I was brought up, I feel like drugs were always going to be there. I'd love to sit here and say it could have gone a different direction. And I believe for some people, 100% it can go a much different direction. Like my little sister, for example, because of me, she's grown up around drugs, but she's excelling. In school, she's perfect. She's got friends. She's got sports. She's not going to go down that life. So it's definitely possible. But with me, I was always interested in a weird way. I can't quite explain it, but because I'd seen it, it was normal to me, but I had an interest in it. I knew I didn't want to be on ice, but I had an interest in, if I'm seeing all of the negatives of this substance, why is everyone so dependent? I needed to understand addiction. When I find an interest in something, I need to understand it. Like, I need to keep fucking going. So I was destined to go down this path, and I believe we're given the life we're meant to be given, and I believe everything is written and it's going to happen as it's written, despite a few things here and there, butterfly effect type of thing. And I think I was always meant to go through everything. I was meant to be a drug addict. I was meant to lose the people I lost. I was meant to meet the people I met, for better, for worse. That's why it's tattooed on my arm, for better, for worse. And a lot of reasons behind that one. And honestly, music saved me, and I get messages every day of people, kids, people's mums saying that my stories helped them get into rehabs, helped them get sober. Because I rap about the fact that I was in prime example of what you'd look at and say society's outcast, heroin junkie, good for nothing dropkick. And I'd always been targeted my whole life. Everyone knew that I lived in housing commissions, so school was a nightmare. Honestly, in life, where I see myself going, I kind of set 2-year goals is what I do, because I think anything outside of that, life's too complicated and unpredictable, is to push my music a lot more, because that's taken me places, and it's done a lot to see me build that and the impact that's had. But I want to get into like youth work, which is just hard with criminal records and some stuff going on in my personal life at the moment. But I'd love to give back to the community, to those who are battling addiction, or the kids that have nowhere, have no home, or have a mum or a dad that's on ice, or have this and that. That's where I want to be. Ideally, in 2 years from now, I'd want to either be successful, like more successful with the music, or changing people's lives for the better that come from what I come from, because I understand being the underdog.
Perfect. Let me ask you, I want 2 more things. One is, what does music do for you? Like writing these lyrics, expressing yourself, like what does it do for you?
Yeah,
like internally, bro. And why do you think it's really helping with you not relapsing?
Yeah, easy. Music for me is, honestly, I struggle a lot with talking about how I feel, to the point, like this interview was hard to do, but it's worth it. And music for me is so important because it's how I speak. And a lot of rappers out there, they're so competitive. It's like they need this, they need to be to the top, so they're going to cap and ride a trend and a wave. I write what I'm thinking that's stopping me. Every song I write, for anyone that hears my catalogue, every single one of them is a serious song about a serious story, and I write that because I'm reliving those traumatic memories in my head and I need to express it, and that's going to stop me from getting on drugs. Because once I write it down and I have a beat and I say it, it's written, it's off my chest, and then to say it and vocalise it, you can actually feel the weight being lifted. Like I can feel it now just saying this. And that's why music is so detrimental and important to me. Like, it's everything. I wake up, I think about music. Every day I'm doing something music related. Just yesterday I made 2 songs and filmed a clip. So that'll be out in a few weeks, or probably, it'll be out now probably. But the art of writing, I feel like, even to people who journal, because I meet a lot of people through different walks of life and I try and really connect with everyone. A lot of people journal, and that helps them with addiction or with self-harm. I know a lot of people who write to express their emotions instead of like cutting themselves or burning themselves. So I feel like it's something there about letting it out. A lot of people can't let it out face to face to people. And even if you write down stuff, you don't have to share it with the world. I made the choice to kind of be the face of it all, like the face of that pain, and I'm comfortable with that because it's helping people. And I'm not ashamed of anything. Like, I've lived a life where I've done questionable things, but it's put me in a position where there's not a soul on this earth I can judge. Occupying your mind is a really good way to avoid going back into the darker circles, such as addiction or mental health, self-harm, and just take each day as it comes, That's what helped me when I first come home from rehab is day 1, day 2, I'll be sober today. I'll be sober today. And then before you know it, you're like 16 months sober. is that fucking I just went into my mum's house. I had a car at the time. I was on my red P's. Just got a little bag, couple clothes, stole all my mum's meds at the time. And she's not an addict. She's all prescribed. Like, she's a law-abiding citizen. She's one of the best figures I've ever had in my life, and to this day I'm lucky to have her. So I've robbed her, took all my shit, got in a car and just drove to Adelaide in some sort of psychotic break because I couldn't handle it anymore. Left my partner at the time, said I'll be back in a weekend. Didn't come back. Left and met a girl there, stayed living with her for a bit, and she was bad on the opiates, like heavy opiates, Seropax, Valiums as well. And this is around a time where all drugs were getting dealt and bought through Discord, which is, a lot of people out there would probably know it as a gaming website. Like, a lot of gamers talk on there when they're fucking doing Call of Duty or whatever. Not really my scene, but the drugs were. And
If you want to build an app and have no idea
so yeah, we're just buying drugs, using drugs. And I'd had a few legal run-ins with the police, but nothing too serious until Adelaide was probably the biggest one, where this is how I realised, all right, there's a fucking problem, is we've woken up one day. And I couldn't tell you, maybe a week passed, maybe 2 months passed, we've been eating Xannies, Valium and the Oxys, you don't know what the fuck's what. You're just living, it's like one day, consistently. And I've decided, well, fuck, we're out of drugs, I need cigarettes. You know, so in broad daylight, I've got in the car. And if anyone's going to comment anything shitty here, I got done for this, so I can speak on it. I've got in the car with my friend and the girl, and just out of respect for them, I won't name them, but we've driven to a Free Choice in Salisbury, in Adelaide. Elizabeth, I mean, next to Salisbury. So they're suburbs in South Australia. In broad daylight, I've jumped out of the car with her, and I got my mate to be the getaway driver. And because we're that fucked on the drugs and shit, broad daylight, my number plates haven't, you know, fucking done anything to disguise anything, didn't even mask up properly. I've just ran in there, asked for a bunch of shit, and then jumped the counter when he turned his back and cleared out heaps of the ciggies, all this shit. We've ran back to the car and he's chased us. And I remember sitting there thinking, like, and I'm not a violent person by any means, and I fucking hate violence. And I've run to the car, and I've got in the car, the girl's got in the car, I'm tapping my friend, I'm like, oi, come on, we got to drive. He's on the fucking nod because he's been on the pills too. Right, and obviously they've hit, you can go through stages when you're using them that much that you seem sober, and you can act sober and be sweet for a while. But it'll come in a wave where then you're slumping it. And so I've jumped in the car with him, I've tapped him. And in the time it's taken for him to actually connect into what the fuck's going on, is this worker has ripped the back door of the car open where the girl's sitting, and he's jumped in it, and he grabbed her by the leg, and he's bit a chunk out of her fucking calf. And then I had a jumper in the back seat, that's right, an Everlast camo jumper, and he grabbed that and flung it over where, like, so I'm in the Paso, so he's jumped through, so he's flung it over my throat. And in like I guess a survival instinct from the abuse as a child with my dad and that, is I'm not going to sit there and let someone kill me. I know I did the wrong thing, but so I've responded by throwing a few, and I've fractured his cheekbone. At the time, I didn't know this, but it's all in the police statements. And then we've dragged him out of the car because my friend got out and ripped him out. Was a big Samoan, big built boy, and fucking dragged him out of the car, left him on the floor, and we've just left. You know, we didn't bash him. It's just I hit him to get him off me. We've removed him from the car, and we've left. But there was something like so crazy. On the police paperwork, there was 17 witnesses that ID'd the number plate and a version of events as to what happened, and it all corroborated. So I think it was about an hour later, because I've been pulled over earlier that morning, just as a random breath test, passed it. And they knew where I was living because I'd given them the address, because they pulled me over. My license said New South Wales, and obviously, like, so that same day, within like an hour, about 8 cars pull up, all the cops come running, and I'm seeing them run all around the house. So I'm like, fuck, so I've run to the kitchen to hide, thinking like, what am I going to do? So we're there, I'm unwrapping all the cigarettes we stole, and I'm like, just get rid of the packets, because they're going to have a register that'll tell you, just get rid of the packets, keep the cigarettes. So as we're doing that, they start banging on the door, all the doors, they're all in the backyard. And I didn't know this, but you can get a warrant just like that in South Australia. They had it on a phone. I thought like, fuck you, what are you going to do? Get a warrant. I was a very cocky kid. It was all just deflection really at the time, and then so that's happened, and fucking we've all been arrested, taken in, and God knows how. I honestly thought I was going to jail for that, but I got bail. We all got bail, and then I got bailed to the girl's house, and that became a very toxic relationship within the next month. She started kind of losing it a bit. We all started losing it a bit, to be honest. I don't think I was ever sane when I was there, because it's not in my nature to be doing robberies and stuff. It was just that time in my life, I was just drug fucked, and later on it would happen again. We'll get into that later on. But yeah, she ended up attacking me. Tried to, this bit's fucked up. I laugh a lot as a way to cope with it, but she actually waited for me to get out of the shower and tried to stab me in the nuts with a fucking screwdriver. Because my friend who was 17 with me, we went to the a strip club for his 18th, because he'd turned 18 there. And so I was like, this is cool, you know what I mean? Like, dude, because he wanted to go. He was like really excited. So I was like, all right, boys will be boys, just, you know, just having fun. And fucking, so that shit's happened, which was fucking crazy. And like, she goes to stab me in the nuts. I've had to hit it out of her hand, and then fucking had to run and pull on some shorts, and I ran out the front of the house, and ran out with my mate. He's come out with me, and we've jumped in the car I had at the time and floored it. But then she's called the police, and she said that we've breached bail, we need to be arrested because we're bailed to her house. And then she texted me telling me she'd done that, and I'm like, fuck, looks like we're on the run. And then the police found me down the street. This is what I mean, when you're on drugs, you're an idiot. I looking back, I would have drove home. I would have come straight back to Sydney. Good luck catching me. But no, what do? She lives next to a pub. I drive to the pub, get shit hammered, pop a couple oxys, and I get caught at the pub by the police. And so I break my hand, because I know that, and this isn't to glorify crime, anyone watching, don't ever get involved in this shit. But I broke my hand against the wall and said to them, you can't arrest me, I need hospital attention. And thank fuck they let me go. And my friend had none of his meds, I had none of my meds, because this girl's kept them all, like the legal ones, not fun ones. And they've let us go to hospital, and thank fuck that's how we avoided jail, is we went to hospital and we've got a share house. And fucking, that was pretty cool. Not really cool, everyone there was on drugs, but we got a share house, got bailed there, that sorted that problem. And like this, I could tell you a million stories of what went on in that share house, but some things are best left unsaid, you know, maybe at a later date, or else we'll be here all night. But so that's just kind of how that happened. And then I've come back from Adelaide. I stayed there for a few more months, but I've come back from Adelaide. Now I've got a habit, now I'm an addict.